Hello and welcome to another replica reviews video. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. For those of you that have watched our October update, you'll see that we've been having issues trying to get hold of a brand new Baikal Makarov. We've had it on back order now for nearly 11 weeks, so you know it's taken its time. But in the meantime I got slightly impatient and I bought this one. Now what we have in front of you here is an absolutely immaculate condition 2004 Baikal Makarov, so in my opinion the last of the good ones. So without any further ado, we'll open up and show you what the gun comes with. And the first thing you'll notice when you open the box is that it does come with this really useful user manual. Inside the user manual gives you all the operating details, your specifications as well, and also, if I just flick through here and don't go past it, got loads of diagrams here, so if you're looking to change your seals but you've never done it before, okay, we'd still recommend you go to a gunsmith, but at least you can see what's inside, and it shows you the version 1 and the version 2, so regardless of what you get, you can give it a try yourself. Dismantling this gun isn't too difficult. Again, unless you're competent with it, I wouldn't recommend it, but all the information you could possibly need is in here. All the version 1 and version 2 details are in here, and you've got all your signing off here. It's got all the original sign off signatures. A lot of it's in Russian, as you may expect, but you know, it's not an issue. It is a Russian gun after all. I think it adds a bit of a character. So the next thing you get here is a spare set of seals. These are quite useful. These can be obtained on their own. If you go to IUS Military, you can buy the seals on their own if you ever need to replace them. And last but not least, you get the supplied tool here. Now this is good for when you're dismantling the magazine portion of the gun. A lot of these grooves, especially this one here, it's quite good for loosening off a lot of the valves and whatnot, so that you can get it apart and change your seals. Now one other thing that I will mention before we move on to the gun that you can see over there, is that this gun did come with a supplied cleaning rod. I'm not sure whether it was a cock-up in the Russian factory or what was going on there, but we came with a supplied 9mm rod, or a 9mm cleaning rod. Now this is great if you own a real Makarov, or if you've got a deactivated one and you just want to have something to go with it. However, for a .177 BB pistol, this doesn't fit down the barrel, so it's not of much use, but it does add a bit of character again. So just something to bear in mind when you open yours. Check, see what size the cleaning rod is. So now that we've got that out of the way, we'll move on to the pistol. Now in my opinion, this is the last of the good batches. After this, I know you guys have probably all seen the videos where you can look down here and see through the gun and all the rest of it. But this one here is a 2004 model. You can see, hopefully if I move it in the right direction, you can see the serial numbers here, they all match up, etc. So before we move on to the features of the gun, we'll just have a quick walk around. As you can see here, we've got the serial number here and on the bottom of the slide here, they both match, so that's always a good sign. You've got the Baikal Makarov mp-654k markings, just saying 4.5mm. You've got the safety catch here with a little red dot, but nothing special. We flip the gun over here, you'll see that the only markings on this side are the Russia, made in Russia marking, and also the Baikal markings. Now this doesn't have any of the Fs that the German markets require, so I only can presume that they weren't being imported to Germany at that time. So let's look at the features of the gun. Now most of the features of this gun are on this side, so hopefully I won't have to flip it over too many times. As you can see, we have a working safety catch here that just flicks up quite nicely. You can use that with your thumb when you're holding it, like so. You can just clip it up, no issues there. Another thing that this safety catch does do is if I cock the weapon there, it does act as a decocking lever. It will not fire when you do that. Other features we've got here is the slide release catch. Now although this gun is not a blowback gun, the slide does pull back and function like normal, and then to release it, just release it down. You get quite a rack out of it, as I showed there. Other features on this gun is the magazine release. It's not your conventional magazine release. I quite like this one. You just kind of run your thumb over it and open it like so. So we'll move on to the magazine just for 2 seconds. This is the newer version magazine, which basically means that it holds the camo lead shot a lot easier. You can run normal BBs through this. However, for the sake of the rifling, I would recommend trying to get some camo lead round. To bring the magazine follower down to load, you just bring it down like so, put it in the notch like that, pour in your BBs from the top, and then just flick it across like so. To get to the seals, you basically just have to undo this bit here, and it takes the head of the magazine off, and then you can get in the back. You can change all the pins, etc. Tightening your CO2 couldn't be easier. You just twist this whatever way, whether you want to loosen it or tighten it, up to you. You just twist it accordingly. So move back to the pistol. The last feature that I will mention just before we do move on is on the 2004 models you still do get the little lanyard attachment point here. There are some really good reviews of this gun out already, so I won't go into it too much, but you can attach lanyards on the bottom of here and on the magazine, so that you can basically take them out, drop the magazine, and it's still there. So that's one less thing to worry about. As I said earlier, there aren't any features on this side of the gun, unfortunately. It's fairly plain. The sights on this particular model are really quite good. They're all fixed, they're non-adjustable. The only issue I do have with it is the front blade is incredibly thin. Now, being that thin, sometimes it can be a little bit hard to sight the gun in. You can't really do what I would call quick drawing without really practicing and getting to know the gun very well. The only other feature really on this gun is the fact that it is a double or single action pistol. You can fire it double action like so, or you can pre-cock it and fire. As you can see, it primes the hammer down forward and fire like so. Alternatively, you can rack the slide back to put it in single action mode. The grips on this particular model are the plastic grips. However, I was slightly dubious about getting a gun with plastic grips, but it really is good quality plastic. I can't complain. It does sound a little bit plasticky when you hit it. However, it does feel really good in your hand, and with all the contours, it does fit, or it fits my hand anyway, quite nicely. So before we move on to do the firing test outside, which will be in our follow-up video coming soon, I will just mention a couple of things that you can do with this particular gun. Now, being quite a collector's gun, it depends whether you want to keep it stock and keep it back to its original roots, or whether you do want to modify it. But there are loads of modifications that you can do to this gun. The main one, and what I think could be one of the best ones for anybody with one of these to do, is you can change the grips. By simply removing this little bolt here, the grips slide off really easily, and you can put on any host of grips. You can get wooden grips, you can get the rubber pierce grips, you can get any. They're readily available on the internet. All you've got to do is just have a quick Google search, and then job done. They do change the look of the gun completely, and in my opinion it does enhance the grip. I'm still debating doing it with this one. I'm not sure whether I'm going to modify this one or keep it as it is. As far as internal modifications go, there aren't really many that you can do. I'm not sure whether you would really want to be completely honest. But one of the main ones that you can do is, again, off RUS Military. If you take the bolt off here, take the grip off, and you get the trigger spring here, right along the back here. Now, if you buy the spare one, apparently it can increase FPS. I'm not sure how justified that claim is, but apparently it can. Okay, so that really concludes the tabletop review that we've done today. I haven't really gone into too much about the history of the gun. I'm presuming most people that are watching this video probably know the history and don't want to watch the same thing over and over again in their videos. So if you've got any questions about it, if you don't really know much about the gun, feel free to post them, either email us or post it as a comment, whatever. I will get back to it as soon as I can. If you do happen to find one of these guns on any of the second-hand market sites that you can go on, or just if anybody offers you one, I'd highly recommend it. If you want a piece of Russian history, this really is the gun to get. As I said, this is the 2004 model. In my opinion, this is the last of the really good ones, but anything newer than 2004 is still a really decent pistol. Okay, there's some changes. They're not as good as some of the older ones, but I'd still recommend getting it because, as I said, it's a piece of history really. These are collector's pieces more than anything now. That doesn't mean you can't fire them. They're still brilliant fun to fire. If you're planning on using it in a back garden, be warned, it's quite a loud air pistol. Hopefully when we do our field review in a couple of weeks or so, when we get it posted up, you'll be able to see the true power of the gun. Hopefully the camera doesn't muffle it out too much, but we'll see. Thank you for the support we've got recently. We are getting a lot of new subscribers and a lot of comments, and the subscribers that we have got are really good. You've got a great group of people that are subscribing to us, so thanks for all the support, all the comments, all the help, all the advice and stuff. Hopefully we have tons more videos coming soon. I've got 2 more guns coming in the next sort of month and a half. Hopefully next week we'll have a nice CP88 to review, and the month after that, probably the beginning of January, we're going to hopefully get in a Umarex MP5, just as something a little bit different. So stay tuned. If you haven't already subscribed and you want to, feel free. We always take kindly to new subscribers. Feel free to rate, comment, and check out all our other videos. But again, thank you for watching a Replica Reviews video, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.